My name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one of my Sunday sewing catch-ups. I've got lots of things I want to share with you today, including a couple of things that I've been making, some fabric that I've been buying and a pattern that I want to talk to you about as well. So before I share all of that, I'll let you know what I'm wearing, and I am wearing something that I absolutely love digging out when it's the autumn winter, and it is a jumpsuit pattern by Nina Lee Patterns, and it's called the Carmel jumpsuit. It's got a zip in the back that goes all the way up to like the top of the bodice at the back. It's got darts in, it's got quite a short bodice, and then it's got these amazing like wide-legged sort of trousers and then pockets in. Really lovely scoop neck. I've got one of my Smile and Make necklaces on in like a bunting scallop type shape. I've got some loop earrings that I've got, I was going to say zigzags, they are kind of zigzags, lightning bolts as well. I'll put pictures in of me wearing this because it's quite tricky to show. From memory, I think there's a few different variations of this jumpsuit that you can make. So I'll put in some better images and some line drawings of the different variations that you can make. This fabric I got from a So Hilly Jane box, but yeah, you can see that they are super wide-legged, really, really comfortable, lots and lots of room around the tummy area, which is exactly what I need. Really deep pockets, so perfect for school. I'll stand up so you can see, but the trousers are like really wide-legged and they go all the way down like beyond my ankle. You could hem them so they've got a bit of a deeper hem if you didn't want them to be quite so long, but I really like them long. I pop on boots. You can see that's what the bodice looks like, and it's got that really nice scoop, and then this is, oh, that's what the back looks like as well. Really comfortable. I've just got on a Tilling the Buttons Freya jumper, but I've also made a lilac Nico top, which goes really nicely in like a lilac rib knit fabric that I got from Semi Sunshine, and that goes really nicely with this outfit too. Really comfortable and also just really warm. And the best thing about it for me are how deep the pockets are and how wide the legs are, and also all of that room around your tummy area, which is something that's really important to me. So that's what I'm wearing. So what have I been busy sewing this week? So a couple of snuggly makes. I had a couple of plans to share last weekend, and a couple of things that I wanted to make a start on. One of them was the loungewear slash sort of joggers and jumper set. Thank you so much for all of your pattern recommendations for some wide leg joggers. I did actually go with a pattern that was recommended by quite a lot of you, so thank you so much for that. I'll go on to talk about that in this video. One of the things that I did get finished was my LB pullover in this gorgeous Sherpa fabric from Fabric Godmother, so it was pretty much finished. I just had to hem the sleeves and hem the bottom. And that's what I've done. I cannot wait to wear this. It feels so lovely and warm, and I think it's going to be super cozy as well. So that was a really quick one. I only had a couple of things that I needed to do with that one. Then with this rib knit fabric that I got from New Craft House, I wasn't sure what to turn it into, and I thought I would turn it into their Fibre Mood Ruby dress, but in the end I went with the True Bias Nico dress. I am loving that pattern at the moment. Really love wearing it. I feel really good wearing the dress as well. And I wanted to use this fabric for a dress that I knew I would get lots and lots of wear out of, because I just absolutely love that green colourway. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I actually wore this last night when I went out for dinner with friends, and I felt really good in it. I feel like green is a colour that I can wear. It goes really nicely with my hair colour. And then I also wore it with a leopard print fur heather blazer that I made a while ago, which I'll put pictures in now of, and I felt like that went really nicely with the dress. So I just sewed up the long dress that's got the side slits there. It's got long sleeves, it's got that gorgeous sort of collar detail as well, and it is very fitted, but this rib knit feels really, really comfortable. And I think I've got a lot of jackets that are going to go really nicely with this dress as well. And what I've been really enjoying with my Nico dresses, because I've sewn them up in plain fabrics, I've been really enjoying pairing them with lots of my jewellery. So last night I wore, I think it was a necklace by Fred and Noah, I think that's what the company's called, and it's got rainbow tassels on it. So it's this one here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love all the different rainbow tassels, so I just wore that with the I was gonna say necklace. I wore that necklace with that dress, and then I wore these earrings with the dress. I can't remember where I got these from. I think I got them from a seller on Etsy. I absolutely love these earrings. They've got leopards on, rainbows, big leaves, and I just think they're a really, really fun earring, and that went really nicely with the dressing, because the dress is just a plain colour. I felt like one, the green could just really talk for itself, and two, the jewellery that I was wearing really got to shine as well. And then I just popped on some ankle boots. So that's another thing, a full thing that I got sewed up this week. And really enjoyed wearing it, and I know I'm going to get loads and loads of wear out of this as well. And then the other fabric that I talked about last week was this kind of teddy bear type coating fabric, and I asked for I asked for pattern recommendations of what to use it for. A couple of people suggested the Jessie Coatigan by Sew Over It, which I put a picture in now of. I do have that pattern, and I've sewn it up a couple of times. I actually went for a pattern that I've sewn up loads, so I think this video is quite predictable of me at the moment. I've been sewing the Nico dress loads, and the pattern that I went for with this gorgeous fabric is a pattern that I've been either wearing lots or sewing up lots recently as well. So the pattern that I did end up going for was the Megan Nielsen Havea jacket and coat, which is this pattern. You get lots of different variations. Those are the drawings on the back for the different variations. So there's view A and B, which are described as mid-length. View C and view D are a longer length, and then view E and view F are cropped. And then there's versions that are lined, and there's versions that are unlined. And then there's also versions that you finish with bias binding, and then versions that you finish with this collar band. I've gone for the version with the collar band, and I went for view A, which is mid-length, and I went for the unlined jacket, so it's this version here. I absolutely love this pattern. It feels like a really oversized cardigan, especially in the fabric that I've used. I'll pop it on so you can see what it looks like, but this is just going to be so snuggly to wear. I know I'm just going to really enjoy wearing this, especially to work when I'm out in the garden at this time of year, and I do need an extra layer. So I've gone for that collar band all the way down. Really deep pockets on this pattern. Look how deep those pockets are. They start up here and they finish at the bottom. You can get so many things in the pockets. It's amazing. So my water bottle will fit in there. When I'm going from the classroom to the staff room, I can pop my lunch in there and carry everything. Quite long sleeves, which I really like because I like to do that quite often. And then yeah, this is the mid-length, so it's kind of like mid-thigh. It's quite a relaxed fit, quite oversized, and just feels super comfortable, especially in a fabric like this. So I'm really pleased with that. I know I'm going to get loads and loads of wear out of that, and it's just going to add an extra layer. Especially when the weather's really chilly. I know that that's going to be super cozy and snuggly and warm to wear. So another thing that I've really enjoyed sewing this week, I've been really enjoying, I think when I'm working and I haven't got as much time and headspace to sew, I really enjoy sewing patterns that I know really, really well, or patterns that come together fairly quickly. I'm going to the Southern Social Trip, which I'm really looking forward to going to, and I am going to be taking Lola's heather blazer there. I talked last weekend about needing a really decent chunk of time to immerse myself in sewing that jacket up. So my plans are to take that, really make a dent in that, because Lola still keeps asking when am I going to sew up her blazer. But I'm really looking forward to having a dedicated whole day of sewing time. So next weekend, hopefully I'll be able to update you on some more progress with the blazer. And then there's just one more thing that I've been sewing, but I've paused sewing this, and it's something that I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, using this absolutely gorgeous lace fabric that I got from New Craft House. So it's a Swiss dot red lace fabric, and I'm going to be turning it into the Wilder gown, which is a Friday Pattern Company pattern. So you can sew it up as a top or you can sew it up as a dress, and I'm using this lace to sew it up as a dress, and I think it's going to work so nicely. Now I cut it all out and I thought that I would just about be able to make the skirt work, but actually when I've started putting the skirt panels together, I've realised that I haven't cut enough panels, and it's just not going to have the same effect if I persevere with the fabric that I've got at the moment. So I have actually just ordered a few more meters of this fabric from New Craft House. They've still got it in stock. so I'll link it down below. It's an absolutely beautiful lace fabric, and it's just got these dots all over it. It's absolutely stunning. The way it is at the moment, I just know that I wouldn't have as much gather in the fabric for the tiers, and I just don't think it would have the effect that I'm looking for. So I've started to construct it, but I am pausing there at the moment whilst I wait for some more of the fabric to arrive. So hopefully in half term, I've got another week of work, and then I've got a week of half term. So I'm hoping in half term I'll be able to get some time to sew that up, because this is one of my Make 9 projects from last year, and the blazer that I'm sewing up for Lola is one of my Make 9 projects from last year too. So hopefully I'll get a little bit of time, the fabric will arrive, and I'll be able to start sewing that up. So the next thing that I wanted to share with you was some new jewellery that has arrived. I can't remember how I came across this. I can't remember if someone shared the necklace with me, but there's an absolutely beautiful tiger necklace that I came across. Maybe it was just an advert on Instagram by a company called A Up Chuck. So this is their business card. It's laser cut jewellery and homeware. They're on Etsy, and they're also on Instagram and Facebook, so I'll link them down below. But I fell down a rabbit hole basically of, or maybe it was Lola, maybe Lola came across some earrings and shared the link with me. I think that might have been it. She's obsessed with earrings, hence our earring collection behind me. I think maybe she found some earrings and she shared the link with me. Fell down a rabbit hole of beautiful jewellery. They've got this really gorgeous tiger necklace. I've actually sent the link to my husband and asked if he can get it me for my birthday in a couple of months. So I'm resisting buying that, but I did see a really cute necklace on there that I couldn't resist. So I'm going to share that with you now. And then also Lola asked me to get her some Twister Lolly earrings. I'll put a picture in of what they look like now. She's currently wearing them and absolutely loves them. But this was the necklace. It's so cute. It's like a rainbow cloud. A really cute cloud face, and then all these different glittery kind of rainbow strands that come off the cloud. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to really enjoy wearing that to work, and I think the children are going to love seeing it as well. But yeah, there's a tiger necklace which is absolutely beautiful, and I really need to have that in my jewellery collection. So I've sent a link to my husband, and hopefully I will get it when it's my birthday. I've got a couple of months to wait, but hopefully I will get it. But yeah, I just wanted to make you aware of this company because I hadn't come across it before. So they're called A Up Chuck, and they've got some absolutely gorgeous jewellery. There's some really cute examples of the things. I think that's the tiger necklace that I fell in love with. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, some really fun jewellery on their website. I forgot to update you on how I'm getting on with my crochet jumper. So you will have seen in the image at the start of this video, I was holding up some crochet. So I am really pleased with how this is turning out at the moment. So currently it still just looks like a great big kind of square of fabric, but I've basically done the front and I've done the back, and I have stitched together the shoulders, and I've also stitched together the sides. I'll put it on so you can see what it looks like. Obviously it's not going to go with what I'm wearing at the moment, but it's just good for you to see what it looks like at the moment. So the next step I need to do is crochet the sleeves, and you crochet the sleeves in the round, and then I also need to do the neckband ribbing and then the cuff ribbings on the sleeve. But I'm so pleased with how it's turned out so far. I'll try and stand up so you can see, but obviously I will have a chunky neckband here. There's still lots and lots of kind of long pieces of wool where I need to kind of attach wool and start the sleeves and things, so do excuse all the bits kind of hanging down. But yeah, obviously there will be a bit more shaping around the neckband, and at the moment there aren't any sleeves. I actually quite like how it looks without the sleeves. It's quite a boxy kind of vest, and then that is where it stops. So that's the ribbing all the way around, and then that's what the sides look like now that they've been joined. So yeah, I just need to crochet the sleeves, the ribbing, and then finish the cuffs on the sleeves as well. But yeah, I feel really proud of myself. I feel like it is starting to look like a jumper, and I really love this wool. I think it's given a really beautiful effect on the jumper. So I will update you on how I get on with this, but hopefully over the next couple of weeks I'll be able to crochet the sleeves and get it all finished so that I can share the finished project. And then I'm really excited about crocheting another version of this in a really chunky wool. So I will keep you updated on how I get on with my crochet. But when I shared on Instagram and on here, a lovely person called Eva got in touch. She was asking for a bit more information about the pattern that I was using, and then she shared a little snippet of the project that she's working on. And inspired by the project she's working on, I've actually bought the pattern because it looks like a really cute pattern. So I thought I'd share that with you, and it is this cropped crochet chunky vest pattern. And then the pattern is by Kenixie Crochet, so Kenikse Crochet, and it's a chunky vest pattern. It looks quite straightforward. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I'm still very much a beginner crochet person. I'm still very much a beginner in terms of learning to crochet. It comes in sizes small, medium, large and extra large, and it says that the front and back panels are identical and worked up first and then seamed at the shoulders and sides. In terms of the yarn, they recommend that you use chunky yarn, and between 3 and 4 balls of 100 grams of chunky yarn, and use a 6mm crochet hook. The instructions look quite straightforward. When I looked at it, what I really liked was it seemed quite similar construction to the jumper, and obviously I'm just not crocheting any sleeves. So it looks like you do the front panel, the back panel, attach it, and then crochet the ribbing. And I feel like I'm getting a little bit more confident with ribbing. So I thought I would give that a go once I finish my jumper, plus all the other crochet projects that I've got on the go at the same time. But yes, really still very much enjoying crochet. And thank you to everybody that commented and said that they would be interested in a video all about crochet. Like I said last weekend, I'm very much at the beginning of my journey with learning, but I thought it might be helpful to put together a video talking about how I have found learning and some top tips that I have come across just based on my own experience, and all the different places that I have found have been really helpful in terms of learning. So that will come out in the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping to film that over half term when I've got a little bit more time to sit down and carefully plan that video, so I can make sure that it's as useful as it needs to be for you. So if there are any specific questions you have about crochet that you would like me to cover in that video, please pop them in the comments below. Like I said, I'm still very much a beginner, so it's just going to be from my experience and what I have found has really helped me with learning to crochet. The next thing I wanted to share was the pattern that I've decided to go for with the sweatshirting fabric that I shared last weekend. So I'd asked for a pattern for a wide leg pair of joggers, and lots of people suggested this pattern. So it's a pattern by Made for Mermaids. It's not a pattern that I'd come across before, and it's called the Winnie Shorts, Crops and Pants. Really love the look. What I really love about this pattern, it's got a really interesting detail of pin tucks going down the front. And I just thought that was a really interesting detail on a pair of joggers. And actually, I think that would help to elevate just a standard pair of joggers to something just a little bit extra. They're wide-legged, which is exactly what I wanted as well. And all of the examples that I've seen just look really nice and really comfortable and just exactly what I was looking for. So thank you so much to everybody that suggested this pattern. It's not a company that I'd come across, and it's also not a pattern that I'd come across, but it was exactly what I had in my head. So thank you for that. Fits a waist between 23 inches and 57 inches and hips between 34 inches and 64 inches. So it says Winnie is a knit wide leg pant with several options. They have a pin tuck along each front leg, and it includes both mid and high rise options. You can choose from 3 different waistband options. So fitted waistband with drawstring, which is what I think I'm going to go for, or an elastic waistband with drawstring. Maybe I'll go for the elastic with a drawstring actually. So it says that Winnie is great for lounging in a stable sweater knit, wearing to work out in a French terry, or dressing up for work in a ponte fabric. So I thought there were lots of great options with this pattern, but it was the pin tuck and the wide leg feature that really sold it to me for this pattern. So I'm really looking forward to giving it a try. So in terms of fabric recommendations, it says a variety of knit fabrics can be used for different looks: cotton French terry, nylon ponte, double brush poly, rib knit, fluffy sweater knit, stable waffle knit, stretch velvet, cotton lycra and stable sweater knits work well. So a huge range of fabrics. So I'm going to be using this gorgeous fleece back sweater fabric that I got a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember where I got it from now. I'll link it down below wherever I got it from. I'm going to be using it to sew up the Winnie joggers, and then I'm also going to be using the LB pullover for a jumper as well. And I'm going to be extending the LB pullover so I can tuck it into the joggers. That I think will be a half-term project, so I can get it cut out and get started on that in half-term, and hopefully have some really cozy loungewear, but loungewear that I feel that I can wear out of the house as well. So yeah, thank you to everybody for the suggestions for this pattern. I'm very much looking forward to giving it a try. So the next thing I wanted to share with you, I was really hoping that it would have arrived by today, but unfortunately it hasn't, so hopefully it'll arrive at the start of next week. But I've ordered some absolutely beautiful fabric from the New Craft House. So they released a collection of pleated fabrics and other fabrics a few weeks ago, and I resisted this fabric, I was going to say for ages, but actually it's only been a couple of weeks. But it's an absolutely beautiful, it's described as beating heart pleated satin. Now I saw this, fell in love with it. They only had 8 meters of this fabric, and I stopped myself because it's £48 per meter, which is more than I would usually pay per meter for fabric. It is absolutely stunning. Haven't got it to show you at the moment, but I'll put a picture in of what it looks like. Stopped myself from buying it and thought I'll give it a couple of weeks because there's only 8 meters that they've got, and if it's still in stock, it's meant to be. So I went back the other day onto their website and they still had it in stock. So I ordered myself a meter of this fabric, and then I've ordered some satin elastic, and I'm hopefully going to make just a really simple elasticated skirt. And then I've also ordered one of their sweatshirting kits. They've recently started putting together sweatshirting kits where you get some sweatshirting fabric, and then you also get the matching ribbing to go with it, and then gossamer thread to sew up a range of sweatshirts. So you don't get a pattern included. It's up to you to decide what pattern you want to sew up. But in part of their sweatshirt kits, they've just released a Valentine's Day sweatshirting kit, which is pink and red, and I thought that would go perfectly with the beautiful pleated satin fabric. So I've ordered their Valentine's sweatshirt kit as well, and hopefully they'll arrive early next week so I can get them sewn up. And I think, like, I can just imagine the two things going together really well. The sweatshirting kits, you get loop back jersey in there, ribbing and thread, and they come in 2 sizes. You can get a medium or a large. The medium sweatshirting kit is £22 and the large sweatshirting kit is £30. So I'm very much looking forward to that arriving so that I can have a go at sewing up a really simple skirt, because I just want the fabric to speak for itself, and then a really cute jumper that will hopefully go with the skirt as well. So that's everything that I wanted to share with you today. So I always like to finish with some sewing plans. So hopefully the red lace fabric will arrive soon, so I can continue getting the Wilder gown sewn up in that beautiful red lace. I've definitely got plans to start getting this cut out so I can start sewing up the jumper and the joggers. At the Southern Social, I'm going to be taking the pink fluffy heather blazer for Lola. So hopefully I'll be able to share next weekend how I've gotten on sewing that, and hopefully I'll have almost a completed blazer to share with you. And then something that I'm going to be getting ready to start sewing over half term is this beautiful quilted fabric. I've shared this before on my channel. But I got 3 different colours of this quilted fabric from Thirst for Fabrics. I could just imagine these colours going really well together. So I've got this gorgeous like baby blue, and then there's this beautiful mint green, and then a lilac colour as well. I think I've got 2 meters of each of them, so I've got more than enough fabric to play around with. And I really want to sew up a colour blocked coat using all 3 colours of that quilted fabric. Wasn't sure what pattern to go for, but after really enjoying sewing up and wearing my Narissa coat, which is a By Hand London pattern, I'm going to use those 3 fabrics together, and I'm going to do a colour blocked version of the Narissa coat. I think I'm going to do the full length because I've got enough fabric to sew up the full length. I can't decide at the moment how to colour block, so I've seen 2 different ideas using a completely different fabric, but I have seen 2 different ideas of colour block. One was just a colour block where it was quite simple. I think it was 4 sections of colour block. And then I've seen another one which looks more complicated, but it looks absolutely beautiful, where it's got colour block in rows going across. I'll put pictures in of both of them. I think I'm going to go with the 4 sections of colour block and then colour block on the sleeves, because I think that would be the most manageable with the different colours that I've got. But I'm going to do some sketching, play around with the fabric, and then hopefully in the next week get that cut out, because I want to start sewing that up over half term. and I'm very much looking forward to having that beautiful colour block to coat, because I've had these fabrics in my stash for a while, and because they're quilted fabrics, they're actually taking up a lot of space. It'd be really nice to get a coat made out of them and get some wear out of the beautiful fabrics before the weather starts to get a bit warmer. And then I've got my fluffy waistcoats that I'm working on, and my pom-pom waistcoat as well. So lots of different things all going on at the same time, and I'll be continuing with my crochet journey as well. So that was everything I wanted to share with you today. If you've enjoyed hearing what I've been getting up to, please do give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd really love it if you could hit that subscribe button. You'll get notified when I bring out my next video. Thank you as always for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.